Dr. Allinson, relatively recently, I suppose, in the long term, good news for Ramsey in the announcement that Lezayre Road was finally going to be worked on. However, the start of it seems to have brought up a few teething problems with all sorts of different aspects of this scheme, particularly things like the diversion, people speeding in certain areas, parking and whatnot. When you posted about this on social media the other day, saying that it was great that it was getting started, you ended up with quite a barrage of comments underneath about various aspects of it.
Absolutely. The Lezayre regeneration work that's going on for the road is a major project. It's been in the offing for a couple of years. Last year it's postponed because the local residents, local shopkeepers, the MHKs got involved and wanted to make it as quick as possible to reduce disruption. We had a great TT. Everyone was really into the swing of things. People forgot it was going to happen. And so on Sunday when they found the road was shut, it struck home that this was going to happen now so that the Department of Infrastructure can fit it in between now and Manx Grand Prix, which is really important. What I would say is the DOI have been fantastic in terms of liaison with local MHKs. I know that my partner in crime, Laurie Hooper, has been doing a lot of work from the education side of things. Tim Baker, Alf Cannon have also been involved recently with trying to get things done. And what we've got now is a diversion through St Jude's and through Selby. We've also got some access roads through Greenlands Avenue. But the main thing that came out from a lot of the comments from local residents is speed. I mean, this is our town. These are our people. These are our neighbours. Keep your speed down. If you're going through the Lezayre estate, commonly known as the Pondy, keep your speed down. There are kids there. Just take your foot off the accelerator. Don't be in such a rush. You know there are roadworks. You know there are going to be delays. Take a bit more time, a bit more care so that accidents don't happen.
One of the people that commented on your post were talking about a lack of signage to point people in the right directions. You responded by saying you were getting in touch with the Department of Infrastructure about it. Have you heard back from them? Are they going to improve things?
I have. The original road closure started on Sunday, and people said, why Sunday? I think it was to get people used to it for Monday morning with the school run, to be honest with you. The signs now are all over the place, diverting people out of the town along Jerby Road. There's been far more signage. The DOI have been very responsive. They've also put up a lot more warnings on Greenlands Avenue about the speed restrictions there. I mean, these are residential areas. You should not be going more than 20 miles an hour. One of the other aspects was the enforcement of this. So both myself and Alf Cannon have been in contact with the constabulary, and they will get more officers out there if they can to police this area. So just warning people, you know what the speed restrictions are. You know why they're there. This is a residential area with kids. Go slow. Look after your neighbours. If you don't, the police will charge you. If you're speeding in these areas, it is irresponsible. It's just not acceptable, and you need to slow down.
I understand in certain parts of the routes that are being used, there are potentially, or indeed there are even, issues with parking as well, and then larger vehicles trying to get through those routes which aren't normally as busy as they now will be.
There was a lot of consultation before this. Greenlands Avenue was re-tarmacked, which was long overdue, and the DOI had a long chat with local residents about putting double yellow lines there and stopping parking. The local residents didn't like it, which is completely understandable. It would be a big change for them. So there's been compromises all the way, really, with the DOI really listening to local people, I think, and the local community and the business community. What we've now got, the work's underway, so let's get that compromise from local people as well. Some of the responses were quite positive to this, with people saying, look, if your kids walk to school, that's great. If they don't, why don't they try it? The road's shut, let's use the pavements that are still open. Let's get people walking a little bit more if they can and reduce the traffic in that area. So it's just, thinking about your travel, thinking about whether it's really necessary, slowing down. The DOI are doing double shifts. They're doing as much as they can to minimise disruption. They say that they're going to do it and finish it all by the 10th of August, hopefully before that if possible. So unfortunately, it is a matter of putting up with this in the meantime and getting some really quite essential work finished.
Someone also said about why couldn't it be done in the school holidays? Yeah. I presume that's because of the timescale of getting it done before the Festival of Motorcycling starts in late August?
Exactly. No time's good to shut a main road. But what the DOI really wanted to do was try to minimise disruption when we have lots of visitors over, when lots of people want to come to Ramsey to enjoy the racing. So that's why it's been squeezed in between TT and the Festival of Motorcycling to try to get that sorted. It does impact people going to exams at the moment, yes, and I'm sorry about that. It's always going to impact someone, but what they've tried to do is make it a smaller scheme by working with bank utilities, make it a quicker scheme by doing double shifts, and hopefully get this over and done with the minimal amount of pain to local businesses.